So I'm just going to talk through this model of competency, just to think about where your student is at in terms of the level of the learner. So after the sort of learning needs assessment, it's important to gauge, to make sure that you're targeting your teaching according to where the student is, and that might vary according to where they are in the program, but also it might be according to where they are on their learning journey for a particular skill. So, sorry. So we'll take the skill of history taking, for example, and start with our novices. So these students are in the unconscious incompetence phase. So this might be our stage 1 students on their very first day of placement. So here they're unaware of the skill, and they're also unaware of their lack of proficiency. So they might not really understand what a history is at that point, and they're complete novices. They'll then go into the phase of conscious incompetence. So here they're ready to learn, and this might be our stage 2 students who are starting to see patients and starting to learn to take histories. Sorry, my finger is being a bit trigger happy. So these students are aware of the skill, but they're not yet proficient in the skill. And then moving into the conscious competence. So these students are beginning to learn and they're practicing the skill, but they're still using it with effort. And then through to the expert phase. So the learning phase, the conscious competence phase might be your final year students, for example, and then the expert phase. So your qualified doctors, junior doctors, consultants, GPs taking focused histories or expert histories. And that's where it becomes automatic, and that's the unconscious but competence phase. And Johari's window is a way of, it's another model that can be used to consider and help learners along that journey from novice to expert. So it was, this is always my favourite fact, it was developed by somebody called Joseph Luft and Harry Ingram, so that's the Johari, and it's a model of feedback and self-awareness. So we've got different areas, so we've got the open area, which are things which are known to self and known to others. And then there are areas which are unknown to self, but known to others. And areas which are hidden, so they're known to self but unknown to others. And then there's the unknown unknown. So there are various different methods that you can employ when teaching, which can help to open some of those areas. So for example, Socratic questioning, and we'll be talking a bit more about that in the live session, but that can open, and feedback itself can open the blind area. So I had a student a few years ago who had a nervous giggle when talking to patients, and although he was really conscientious, he was completely unaware that he was doing this. And just through feedback and making him aware of that, we were able to change that and open that blind area. So he could practice, he could be aware of it and practice that aspect of his communication skills. And then through the relationship that you build with the student, so that relationship of trust, that leads to the student or the learner disclosing things about them, so opening into the hidden area. And then various different things like significant events, assessments can open that unknown area. So through these various methods, you can help your students uncover these areas and sort of improve their various different skills.